Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're dropping into Rollercoin and we're going to be taking our first look at season 11. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are here in Rollercoin, and like I say, we are going to take our first glimpse at season 11 right here in this video. But before we do, let's quickly run through the numbers. So the last time we were at Rollercoin was 5 days ago. That's the last time we did a video, which that was all about the Ember Light burning event, which you can see at the top here. That is still running. That has still got 5 days left to go. So if you guys are still trying to get through those miners, don't worry, you still got plenty of time. But obviously, as I said in that Ember Light burning event video, just make sure that you don't end up running out of time, because anything that is processing or burning at the time the competition ends, you're not going to get anything for that. So you got to make sure that everything is burnt and finished before that time runs out. Okay, so in that video, I did talk about basically how I'd sort of messed up. I didn't realize how they'd altered the Ember Light, how they altered the burning event from the Halloween burning event to this burning event. And basically it came down to this, which was the 10%. So in the Halloween event, we know that you could burn 100,000 gigahash and get 1,000 coins, or you could burn miners that were worth 1% bonus. So that could be a combination of 3 or 4 miners that equated to 1% bonus, and you would still get 1,000 coins. In this burning event, Rollercoin changed it to a requirement of 10% bonus, which then absolutely killed me. And in that video, I did show that at the time, our power had dropped from 207 petahash down to 203. Well, during the burning event, and obviously I had to get to the end of it, we ended up actually dropping down to about 191, so 191 petahashes. And basically what I did to overcome the problem, and it did work, basically you would have seen in that video I'd already passed this point. I'd got all these 3 miners, and then I'd actually burnt those miners as well, so claimed the coins from those miners. And then what I did was, at that point, because I wasn't sure about, you know, how much power it was going to cost me and stuff like that, so what I did was I just literally took baby steps. So it was one at a time. So I basically burnt my miners to this point, and then got this miner, which gave me, which was the, I'm trying to think what miner that was. This was the Golden Fleece. This was the steam wheeled one. So the steam wheeled one gave me just over 4,000 points in here. So it was actually close to about 4,600 or something like that it gave me. So I plonked that in there, and then obviously what I did was I then added miners to get me to this point. And what I'd also done was I'd really pushed through the mini event that was happening at the time, which was that Cyberpunk mini event. I claimed as many of those little miners that you can't sell as possible. I got up to, I think it was it was about 21,000 gigahash miner in that mini event. And all of those, you don't get much for them, but it was great for sort of fine tuning the points required to get to the next step. So I put some, obviously the steam wheeled in here. I put some of my bigger miners, and then I started burning the little miners that I got from the mini event just to get to this point. Once I got to this point, I got the Golden Fleece one, and that gave me, I think it was close to 8,000. No, I think it was like 6.5 to 6,800 points. That's what it was. It was about 6,800 points, I think it was, which I again popped in there. And then I used again some of my bigger miners, which were things like I used up a few of my milli miners, the legacy milli miners that I'd upgraded, the legacy demolisher miners which I'd upgraded, but I made sure I kept one of each to obviously keep that bonus. And basically, once I got here, I kept this one, and I put that was like 700 and something. Here we go, 724,000 gigahash. When I dropped that back into here, I went from 191 up to about 193 or something like that. So that obviously added a couple of, with the the 5% bonus from here, the bonus that we were getting from here, even though I'd actually lost a couple of percent off that. I think I dropped down to about 4.8 or 4.7 or something like that. 248, 247 I'd got to, and that boosted that, obviously that miner, that 724 miner, like I say, with all that, it came to about a couple of petashes that it added to my account. And then from this point, again, I started burning, what room am I in? Here, I started burning some of these, but in my original video, I thought I was going to have to burn 7 of them. But we managed to get away with a lot less. We also we got rid of 5 Jacko miners, I think it was. But the big thing was something I realized was, if we go here, these miners that are from the current season, I'd got a few of those, and this is like worth 240 gigahash. 240,000 terahash. And, I'd got a few lying around, and they've got no bonus on them. So I thought what I'll do is I'll get rid of those, because I know the point of, obviously, what I'm trying to do this season is get my percentage or my worth of this down to 200. If I can get that to 200, then I will buy the rest of the I'll basically pay to complete the rest of it, because obviously we've only got a few days left now, 6 days left, and I think I've got about 80 to close to 100 RLT at the moment in my account, but we've got a week to go. And I thought to myself, well, I've got all these miners here which don't give me any bonus, but also as well is, if I get to that 200 and I purchase the rest, then I'm going to have 2 of each anyway, which I can then merge together. And then obviously that's really going to bump me up, even though I've got rid of a load. But what it did was it meant that I could keep those El Monstro miners a lot more. I was able to keep. I didn't need to sacrifice my Santa miners. And obviously, we got the 5,000 RST miners, which also added a bit more power. But overall, what we did was we started at 207, we dropped right down to 191, we got back up to I think it was 208,834 or 836. So essentially we gained, obviously, it was a bit of a nightmare, but we gained in profit about 1.5 petahash from the burning process, which, to be honest with you, the way it went, I was actually really pleased with. And then shortly after that, we then completed the next level, which was level 15 in the season pass, and that gave me back one of those and one of those, which when I added it to with the 5% rack bonus and the 249 bonus, it actually bumped us up, as you can see, to 210 petahash. So It was an app. It was a real nightmare. It was, I was constantly having to think, right, how can I, where can I get other miners from, or that I can sacrifice that is not going to make a big deal to my account, or that. And like I say, getting those ones, even though they were small, those ones from the mini event really did help. So anyway, obviously I'm probably taking up a lot of your time. So let's quickly look at the update now. So here we go. Okay, so it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. The most wonderful time of the year is just around the corner, and so is the new season on Rollercoin. Yay! Applause. Curious what Hamster Claus has prepared for his beloved rollers? Let's find out together. Okay, summary. So obviously I've done a video on the Emberlight Burning event. I've just sort of shown it briefly. I'm gonna skip over that part of the summary. So we're gonna be looking at Season 11 Crypto Night, Hodley Night, new quests and rewards, new mini game Meet the Hamster Climber, and medley event Gather a Christmas postcard from Hamster Claus and get special rewards. So that's basically what we're going to be looking at. Like I say, I'm just going to skip over the Emberlight Burning event. Okay, so Season 11, new quests and rewards. Crypto Night, Hodley Night, all is calm, all is bright. The upcoming season will bring you lots of sweet presents, including a set of 9 seasonal miners. Each miner comes in 4 pieces. Now, when they say in 4 pieces, I have to say, my brain said to me, so what they've done, they've broken up the miners into 4 pieces, and then you've got to get each piece and stick it together, sort of, or craft it together. But no, I think what they mean is each miner you can get 4 times, like they've done with this season. You can get 4 of them throughout the whole season. I think that's what I'm hoping that's what they mean. Anyway, so you'll be able to merge them up to rare level, collecting up to 20 petahash of mining power and 13.5% collection bonus. Now, right, this is what I've got a bit of a thing with this, because the way that reads is they're saying you can get 20 petahash and 13.5 collection bonus, but the way that reads to me that the only way you're going to get 20 petahash of mining power and 13.5 collection bonus is if you merge all of the miners up to rare level. So basically they're giving you the top possible achieving, but what you're going to get as a just someone that basically goes through the pass, collects all the miners, and then doesn't merge any of them, you're going to get a lot less than 20 petahash. Because, like I say, the way that reads to me is the only way you're going to get those numbers is if you upgrade everything to rare level. Which, the cost of parts and stuff like that, that's not going to be cheap. But so I think that's it's sort of like a rather misleading, because a lot of people will just think, oh wow, 20 petahash, 13.5 collection bonus, yeah, I'm down with that, that's absolutely brilliant. But like I say, I think it's only if you upgrade everything to rare level. Okay, so season quest update. You asked for this, but did we really? We've carefully gathered all your feedback regarding season quests and made some improvements. In short, the quests will be much easier to complete. Some season quests will cross with daily and weekly quests, 1 action, 2 quests completed. So what's going to change? Each level will require less XP. Right, so when they do this, I know we're only normally, again, when they do this, they'll go, right, these are all the benefits, but then we're going to do this, and it's going to counteract everything that all the bonus, all the great stuff we've just given you. We're now going to counteract that with this. So we'll have to see. Anyway, each level will require less XP to be completed. 400 XP for level. While completing season quests will bring more XP. The number of games required per week will be reduced. The number of merges from the make merge quests will be reduced by half. Okay. Because, yeah, it's like 20 or something now, isn't it, at the moment? Open parts cases daily quests will reduce from 3 to 1. Because that's what it used to be, didn't it? It used to be 1 case that you had to open. Make a purchase from the weekly offer quests will be replaced with 1 lucky case quest. Excuse me. Which means that you can complete 2 quests, both season quests and weekly quests, with 1 action, which is what that's exactly how it used to be in the early seasons. You could sort of double up, or you could do, like it says here, you could do a couple of quests or 1 quest or whatever, and it would sort of spill over into something else, and you'd get double benefits. But yeah, I mean, essentially all they've done is they've sort of done a rollback there, and stuff that we had before that they then changed, which we've all complained about. Obviously, they've then just rolled it back again. But like I say, you know, we'll sit here and go, yeah, that's great, but I'm still waiting for the downside. Okay. I could, you know, they might not, but we'll just have to see. So, a new minigame is coming. What else is in Hamster's Claws bag? Hamster Claws' bag, rather. Meet the new minigame, Hamster Climber. Gathering your feedback, we noticed that Crypto Hamster is one of your favorite games. That's why we wanted to create a cool alternative which will both be challenging and easy to understand. The task is simple. Help the pair of hamster climbers reach the very top of the rock. The hamsters are revolving around each other by landing on marked circles. They ascend higher and higher until they reach the top, or until the timer runs out. Now, I don't know if you guys will recognize this. I remember this game from absolutely ages ago. Obviously, it's never been on Rollercoin, but it is a game that was actually quite big a few years back. So this is what it looks like. So I don't know if you guys remember this. I totally remember this, but I can't remember whether it was on a console or if it was what it was. But I definitely remember seeing it. A version of this, obviously the original version. So basically, you just got to the guy in blue will land on the green, or land on the circle, it will go green, and then the guy with the red backpack will swing round, and then you got to get him to land on the next circle, and then the blue one will swing round the red one, and then you got to get him onto the next circle. And every time, obviously, when it goes green, that's fine. And then you move up the cliff face, and like they say, you either get to the top or the timer runs out. And it says at the bottom, as the game gets more challenging, the hamsters spin faster and faster. We hope you'll enjoy it. So, you know, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever played the game. I know the game, but I don't think I've ever played it. So it'd be interesting to give it a go. I'll probably be absolutely useless at it, like I am with Flappy Rocket and Crypto Hamster. I'm absolutely terrible with that as well. Okay, so a merry medley of rewards is waiting. Christmas is all about gifts, isn't it? No, it's not. This winter, each roller will get a special Christmas postcard full of wonderful presents from our Hamster Claws. Complete special tasks and gather your Christmas card piece by piece. Get 2 types of rewards at the same time. So very similar in that respect to the burning event. Obviously, we're going to get 2 rewards for doing essentially one thing. Progression rewards will fill in the progression by completing tasks and get a present for each completed level. Each task brings you the same number of points. This means you're free to choose your favorite tasks and the order to complete them. Christmas postcard gifts. Each completed task will open a random piece of the Christmas card containing a precious reward. By finishing all the tasks, you're guaranteed to claim all rewards, but even by completing just a few, you still have a chance to grab the biggest rewards. So, like, you know, let's see. I mean, it's sort of like the advent calendar, but instead of like, because the advent calendar was essentially basically free. You just logged in every day, clicked on the thing, and then you got a reward. But so essentially it's like that, but instead of just giving it you for free, they're making you work for it. But you know, at the end of the day, if the tasks and that are not that difficult, you could claim yourself some really good prizes. But again, we'll have to see. Okay, so this is basically what your Christmas card's going to look like. So as you can see there, you've got various miners, you've got various parts, you've got some timed mega hash. You know, so obviously we don't know exactly what's going to be behind each door. They do state this as well, is that please note the rewards shown in the image are placeholders. The season of wonders is coming and believe that you will love it. Don't miss out on more festive preparations on our socials, and see you soon. So yeah, so basically this bit at the top, obviously they're saying that what's shown here are simply just examples of what you can get, but that's not necessarily what you will get. You could get something better, you could get something worse. But at the end of the day, like I say, if the tasks aren't that difficult and you can get through them quite quickly and quite easily, then you could end up gaining yourself some nice miners, maybe a nice haul of spare parts to merge some of your miners, and pick yourself up some, you know, you never know. You never know. They could put in there something like a 500,000 or a petahash timed mega hash as a big prize, you know, and all these things, you know, that could quite easily boost your account. And obviously by boosting your account, that means that you are getting closer to making withdrawals, or you're making withdrawals faster. Either way, you know, it's beneficial to you. So yeah, so I think I mean, obviously we've got 6 days, or just over 6 days before the end of this season. There is the possibility that, you know, some of the stuff that they're saying there might get tweaked, they might get changed, because that's the kind of thing Rollercoin does. But in general, you know, obviously there didn't seem to be too much of a downside there, which is good, because like I say, it makes things easier, you know. But the thing is, and this is where the downside could be, is yes, they've made everything easier, but is it possible that then the rewards could be less? You know, the miners could be give you less power. You might, you know, there might be less or more levels. So to get to the real really good miners, you know, when they've had like 60 levels, most people don't make that. So all the really high-end miners we don't get, you know, and things like that. You know, obviously we'll have to see when season 11 pops up. But I do think there will be some kind of a downside. And I know that sounds really a cynical thing to say, maybe, but you know, I've been using this program for so many years now, and in my experience, Rollercoin never give anything without taking something back, or without altering something to be a bit of a counteracting factor against the positive. So they've given us the positive stuff, but then, like I say, usually there is always something that is slightly negative that then sort of almost it just balances out. So, you know, even though we think we're getting a great deal, in fact we're not, you know, or we're just getting an okay deal instead of a great deal. So anyway, like I say, we'll have to see how that goes when season 11 appears in a week or so, and you know, we'll see if I'm right or if Rollercoin have done the right thing this time. Anyway, I am going to leave that there. I hope you found that helpful and informative. And if you are interested in that tutorial video I talked about, it's probably on your screen right now. So get clicking and get watching. And if you can smash that like button, please, it really does support my channel, which then helps me make more content to help you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.